Mott, anything can happen in the first, if it hasn't happened in the 900 episodes prior, it can happen going forward. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Wine Library TV. I am your host, Gary Vaynerchuk, and this, my friends, is the Thunder Show, aka the internet's most passionate wine program. And if you ever wondered if we edited, you just realized we don't. And it's, it's being Jersey outside, and we are focused on Cabernet from California. This is a chance of being a great show, Mott. I mean, clearly it's on its way. Blackstone, Kendall Jackson, Fry Brothers. You can find these in your store, and that's been the theme lately on the show. We're in this focus mode, but I wanted to make sure people could go out and try wines along with me. Now, it hasn't been working out that great. I haven't been that excited about a lot of the wines, Mott, so maybe we need to rethink this concept. But that being said, we're going to keep trying to pound through, and we're going to come back going forward and see if we can focus on some different wines next week, see if we can expand your pals. I like to call palates pals, like friends. And that's what we're going to do. So I'm excited about this show. These are 3 wines that you definitely can find. I mean, these 2 are in every goddamn store in the country. Please take a picture with your iPhone or your BlackBerry or your phone or camera, if you still use those things, just kidding, of a store that doesn't have these 2 wines. But the Fry Brothers still should have big distribution. Let's get right into it. Blackstone 2007 Cabernet. Oh, you see what I did there, D-Mott? I went low. $9. I was, again, when you do 900 shows, you got to play, with yourself. I want to see if you can get low. Get low. Blackstone, Mott. This is, TGI Fridays, Ruby Tuesdays. I mean, you can find this stuff. $9, great brand for from a business standpoint. I give them a lot of credit for building this brand. $9. Let's give it a sniffy sniff. Get a little blackberry and a cassis aspect coming through on the nose. Little candy-like. All these wines have that sugar residual candy flavor going on. Tastes like gummy spree. Let's give it a whirl. Like tannins. Toasty kind of oak thing going on. Like tannins. Very bleh. I mean, just very blah. Not bleh, blah. It's just not inspiring. It's kind of like if you looked through your senior class yearbook right now, and you'd be like, who are those? Like, literally, you'd see like 7 or 8 people, and you have no idea who they are. Never remembered them. That's what this reminds me of. Like, that's that person. Good people, I'm sure. Great chaps. Wonderful lads. Good ladies. But just not memorable. This wine is not memorable. It's also not very good. I mean, it's pretty one-dimensional. Tannins are kind of soft, but even bitter in their softness. There's really nothing here that excites me. I'm going to score this wine 67 points. I'm going to give it I'm sorry, Mott. Mott just went head down. I just have to give it 67 points. I'm just not feeling it. It's not good, and that's just kind of what you have to do when a wine is not showing well, and that's that. I mean, that's that. That's all I got, and I've got no more. Let's move on. Kendall Jackson, 2007 Vintners Reserve Cabernet, $15 US. One of the iconic brands in California. Much more known for their Cabernet than, their Chardonnay than their Cabernet, but have always made solid wine. One year the Cab got a big score, so they've got from Parker, I think a 90. Oh no, that was a Chardonnay, but 87, 88. It's always done quite well. Let's give it a snippy snip. A little bit more controlled. I get a little pomegranate component on the nose. Not too oaky. A little bit like burnt leaf, which I think is interesting. Shows a little hint of smokiness on the tail end. Blackberries, kind of nice. Not bad. Controlled is what I would say. Light tannins, not too bad. Good fruit. kind of rich around the edges. Not bad. Very Bordeaux-like, if you really want to cut to the chase. A little hint of coffee, black currant for sure. Solid wine. You know, solid wine. Don't mind it at all, actually. I'm going to score 87 points. Good, solid Cabernet for 15 bucks. I got to say it. Kendall Jackson is okay. The KJ Cab is not bad. $86. Got a little excited about it because it would surprise me. It's still good, but 87 would be unfair. 86 points. I get really anal between 85 and 100. You know, that's where at 1 point really means a lot to me. That's why sometimes people are like, oh man, you love that wine at 90 and then you hated that wine at 80, you know. So I don't know. Anyway, scoring is crazy anyway. You get the reactions here. It's real. It's raw. I don't know why I'm showing you my chest hair. 86. Let's move on. Definitely worth picking up. See what you guys think. Good pizza wine. You know, not bad. Fry Brothers. Alexander Valley Reserve Cabernet, 20 bucks, 89 points Parker. Fry Brothers is a Gallo product. Let's give this a rinse, actually. And let's see what's going on here. And that Blackstone was snippy sniff. Best nose of the bunch right off the bat. Pretty intense nose, actually. Raspberry and cherries coming through on this one. A lot of red fruit. But the intensity is really good. And there's a little minerality, a little crushed rock for the kids on the nose. Let's give it a whirl. Very grapey. I know, I hate when I say that, but it is. Very intense grapiness. Very dark. Very full of berries. Berries everywhere. Kind of smooth. Has a little bit of its edge taken out of it. I don't know. I just feel like it's edgeless, for whatever that's worth. Good wine. I think Parker's a little high on it, but a good wine. It reminds me a little of the KJ, a little bit silkier, a little more California, where the KJ is a little more Bordeaux-like, and I like this little thinner balance to this wine. It's a little bit goopy on the tail end of the finish. Just a little clunk of, like oil, like, you know, BP made another mistake kind of thing. So, you know, I feel like this is slightly lower than the last wine. I'm going to go 84 points on this wine, mainly because I didn't want Mott to go with the 85 point sign. So, understand what I'm saying there to you. That's between us. So, not bad. Maybe one of the better shows of the commodity wines, restaurant wines, you know, supermarket wines. The KJ kind of impressed me. Nothing blew me away. All in all, a pretty disappointing week. Something shined through, like, you know, the Vogel Shard kind of shined through. You know, that's all I got. I mean, all in all, this is not, we did not have the highs or the lows that I was hoping for. That's a good way to put it. We didn't have the highs or the lows. And you know, wrapping this up on a Friday, you know, is good. I hope you have a good weekend. Question of the day. What one wine are you dying to try this weekend? You, with a little bit of me, we're changing the wine world.